information that they would, you know, if we wanted to save it, we had to put it on the National Register. So that's what we did.
Hello, welcome.
Well, we've got lots of people coming. I see somebody I know.
Take those from there. Welcome to Greece. This young lady over here will give you a little history. Go in if you would like. Please go ahead.
That's what it would have looked
if
like.
you wait just a minute, I'll tell you some history before you go in.
There you go.
Got a little crowd here now, so that'll be
Thank
good.
you. Thanks, Bill.
Hi, Mary Howard.
Hey, how are you?
How you doing, honey? This house was built in the early 1800s, and then this man's mother and father bought this house and bought this farm, and the Herbert family have always lived here. He raised 13 children, this man, and he was born and died in the same bed in this room, which is now the living room. So he lived here his entire life. And so all of these children were born here. Every one of them, 13 of them. So anyway, during the Civil War, his mother was a widow. She had been widowed when he was 3 years old. And so his dad died. They're buried in a little cemetery over here down the next street called Federal Street. And there's a little family cemetery down there. And his mother and daddy are buried down there, and his first wife. So anyway, his first wife was a McEwen. You know McEwen Drive.
Sure.
Well, they were the early settlers in Williamson County, and he married 2 McEwen girls. He married the first one, and she died when she was in her 20s. And then he married her younger sister, Lillian, there, and they called her Lily. And she had 9 children. Her sister had 4, so they raised 13 children here. And it was a happy family. I'm telling you, I just loved every one of them.
Now, what is your relationship with them?
This would have been my father-in-law,
Okay.
the younger boy.
Yeah, we're at Joe
He died before I came in the family, but nevertheless, I married his son. So, that's...
Joe Herbert was...
Huh?
Joe Herbert was part
Joe
of this?
Herbert was my brother-in-law.
Okay.
I married his older brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all 13 children live to be adults.
Oh yes, they all.
Okay, I mean obviously because you're seeing the picture.
This one was killed.
Okay.
Killed, and so they put his picture up on the wall, and they had the portrait made.
Nice.
And but anyway, it was a wonderful, wonderful family. But when he was his mother, when she was widowed when he was 3 years old, and so she was left with the log house here, and had to take care of her children, and then all the servants around. So at the end of the war, the federal troops came in and on their horses. It was 11 of them. And they came in, and she was on her horse, just going around. And they told her they were going to burn the house, and they wanted her going to take her horse. And she begged them, says, "That's all I have. I can't, you know, get around on all this property without it. And please don't do it." And she begged them, but they wouldn't listen to her. And so a little black boy that lived on the place ran out and went to the officer and says, "Don't hurt Miss Tempe. Please don't hurt Miss Tempe. She takes care of us."
Welcome.
And with that, he took his rifle and hit the little black boy to get him away from him, but it maimed the little boy for life. Of course, then this day and time it wouldn't have, because you could set and all, but of course back then they didn't have the doctors and all. She had to nurse him back to health. So she grabs the little boy and throws him across the hall, and goes off with him. And they said, well, any woman as brave as that, and she was defying these 11 men with their rifles. And any woman as brave as that, they would not, burn the house. So they did not burn the house. And that's how that happened.
Right here?
Huh?
Is this a replica?
It's what it sort
but
of
it
would
looks
have
so
looked
much
like.
it.
Yeah, we just didn't have enough.
Okay. Thank you.
But it was a dog trot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Had a dog trot.
So this would have been all
And
right.
they enclosed
Yes.
that in the late 1800s.
Hundreds.
Yeah.